You're on the UFR Ultimate Fight Reaction channel. I'm your host, Johnny Caruso. Let's get into this fight. We got a special one for you. Mr. Kelvin Davis versus Nahir Albright. Let's get into it.
He's must-watch TV, but I'll just tell you this. You're going to have to watch him tonight. Knows how to use his height very well. He's almost in and out. He's almost one of those fighters that should be fighting at 147 pounds, but he squeezes down to 140 pounds to give him the advantage. He has the height advantage. He also has the reach advantage tonight. Albright's going to have to get outside himself. Albright is a counterpuncher, a natural counterpuncher. He's going to have to get real aggressive, get on the inside, work the body of Davis, and not allow him to control the pace and the distance that he want to fight at.
Nahir Albright hasn't had a professional boxing match since that no contest or no decision against Keyshawn Davis, who beat Nahir Albright, but then it was overturned when Keyshawn tested positive for marijuana in Rosenberg, Texas. That was in October of 2023, but he's been active 9-4 in 13 TCL fights in 2024 and 2025. So a different type of boxing activity, but he gets to face the eldest brother of Keyshawn Davis, who says, look, Keyshawn's one guy.
They come attack you, cover up quick.
Let's also mention Albright is moving up from 135, where he fought Keyshawn. He's moving up to 140 pounds, so this is a different division for him altogether. And you can see how heavy those punches are coming from Davis.
Albright's our man in the red.
It's going to be about positioning. This southpaw versus orthodox. You already know, opposites attract. Those lead hands are going to be battling for position, trying to find lanes to be able to land their shots. The right hand's lining perfectly when you get that lead foot outside, the lead foot of your opposition. And also know the heads collide, right? There was a brief head collision right there on the chin of Davis when they're throwing their power shots. So something to look for while you're watching this match. It's already starting to get dirty, and this is the fight that Albright wants on the inside, not allowing the taller, longer, rangier fighter, Davis, to get off.
Ryan McIntyre demands from Kelvin Davis.
Albright trying to work that jab.
See the height differential. 5'8" versus 6'1", and a 3.5-inch reach for Kelvin Davis, and that allows him to connect.
See Davis, he's not throwing as many punches, but he's
early right now. Albright is already trying to commit and close that distance. He needs to be careful, especially in this first round, when you got to put on that power.
That's a good
right there. Good entry point right there for him as well.
See Albright, he's learning to get in close and mix it in.
Because he can
leave landing these punches lunging in close.
First round of this fight in the books.
Positioning and getting that lead foot outside to be able to line up that right hand. And Albright was able to do that in that last round.
This thing's going quick.
Take a look at that right
go to the second round.
Albright, and he set it up perfectly, lunged.
It was a nice little jab feint, a small little feint right there with the lead hand. Davis thought that he was going to battle with him with the lead hand. Possibly, no, he didn't. He just flexed it out there, disguised it, and then threw that right hand behind.
Both fighters come from fighting families. For Kelvin Davis, he's the eldest of the three brothers, followed by Keyshawn, the former world champion, and Kelvin, who got a big knockout earlier on in our undercard. Their mother, Wanda, is the manager. On the other side, Nahir Albright, his sister, Damaris Dawkins, is a pro wrestler. His younger brother, Isaiah Johnson, is a pro. His father, Terrence Brown, and his twin brother, Terrell Brown, were also professional fighters. So, I'm talking about
I don't think that lunging forward with the right that Albright's doing to get in close is going to work, because he's getting sloppy, he's unbalanced. Once he reaches his man,
event will now feature
he's all in his grill, but his feet,
18-0,
he's not in position to punch.
Knockouts as a pro. The WBO's number 2
lightweight contender
to the belt that is now vacant after Keyshawn Davis missed weight by
Mr. Davis over here,
3 pounds. His first hometown title defense
Mr. Davis has
was
the luxury
canceled
to
when
tag him when he
Santos
wants,
did not
and
agree to
because the other man's being more aggressive, just go ahead and let him be aggressive and then counter.
That belt will be up for grabs in the very near future. All Abdullah needs to do is win tonight's main event against
Sometimes your opponent,
Jeremiah Nakatina.
it's like the chess match. He starts off with a bad opening, and he just gives
Overhand
you,
right just missed.
he just gives you the right play to make.
Davis,
You know,
is a calculated counterpuncher, so he's going to sit
right now,
outside. He's going to attempt to allow Albright to commit with some offense, so he
he's
can
gonna
counter.
have to do some of that. You know,
And look, I was at.
How about that? There it is.
He's been dropped.
he got in. He's got that knockout.
Undercard, and
Hey,
you see, that should have
that
been
shot
a knockdown
move, bro.
because he was trying
Check
to
him
hold
out.
on as Nahir Albright was.
Check him out. What the hell do I know? Go ahead, Albright.
Nice uppercuts from
Oh, he's
Albright.
an inside fighter. I see
The man
that.
they call Lou,
He's
and now we
straight
know
at it.
why.
He ain't trying to
He's
jab
here to
his
wreck
way.
the party.
He's here to wreck the party. Straight
It's
up.
important for Davis
He's coming in.
try to tie it
Man, how
up
much
so he
this
can
fight
clear
is
his
weight?
head. It's extremely important
Oh,
right now.
he's knocking. He's knocking. The hell, he's gonna knock him out.
Davis brothers right now. You already lost one.
Damn, Davis is. He may not make it this round.
In his second pro fight.
Boy, you better just back up.
much solid
Don't need to fight right now.
He
Go
saw
ahead
his
to the
eyes. He
corner.
saw the way he was responding. However, that was a dang good round from Albright. If you're his team, you're happy with the work that he's done thus far.
The crowd trying to
Let's
get
just see if
their
Albright
man
can
up and high.
maintain that
Kelvin
intensity
Davis
and
on
not
their feet.
tire or
Hoping
whatever.
he can get back into this fight.
Oh!
Nice right
I
left
think if you
combination
Davis,
by
you have to
Albright.
realize you didn't
It's
get
the
knocked
level
out.
change that
Let's get back on our roster.
Davis
Let's go back to doing
is
our
not
thing.
anticipating.
He's coming
It's a
in
fight
strong.
that's
Let's
about to
counter
break
him.
out, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Tie up Davis. Get your legs under you. Albright, boy, he's
On
shot
its
me.
feet here inside the Scope Arena.
He
Sold
ain't
over
much of a
10,000 tickets.
boxer, but boy, he's
Over
a straight
2,000
up.
of them saying,
He's
give me my
real
money back.
raw dog.
Once
He's just
Keyshawn
gonna come
Davis
in
lost his
and,
belt on the scale, but now it's Kelvin
Davis is
Davis'
just straightforward.
to
He's
fight
one of
through
them.
in this battle against Nahir Albright.
He's one of the
Davis is
people that
not
just come
respecting
right
the
at
level
you.
change. He's pulling straight back, and Albright is attacking
got
off
good
that
power,
level change.
too.
All he's doing is squatting down.
He's got good power. He
Getting in his
ain't
knees,
for
and
the
he's
chin.
coming up. He's looking for that overhand right.
He's playing. He
There
ain't
it is
trying to throw
again.
no other punches but chin
Sometimes
punches.
you say, okay, this guy is at a
Here's the thing.
disadvantage because of
If
the
you're
length
Davis'
and
corner,
height of Kelvin Davis.
You got to tell him,
But
look,
if you know
keep
how
him
to
off your
use
chin
it can
and don't
be
stay in
to
the
your
front of him.
advantage.
If you know how to
Don't stay in front of him and keep him off
use
the
it, it can be
chin.
the advantage. But at the same time,
You know,
there's some
your
holes in
orthodox, boom, throw
Davis'
it out there,
game.
boom, 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 boom.
That Albright
Come that
understands.
way, boom.
He sees that he's doing the level
Don't
change.
stay in
And
front
Davis
of
is
an
not
aggressive
squatting
fighter
down with them.
because
And he sees
if
that
you move
Davis is
side to
not moving his
side,
head out the way.
Albright's
His head
gonna
is
have
directly on
trouble.
the center line.
But as long as you standing
And when you
like
see
a
that big
refrigerator right in front of
experience
him,
as
he's
Davis,
gonna go in there,
excuse
and
me,
eat
as
up
Albright,
whatever he
you're
wants
going to
to
take
eat.
advantage of those opportunities all day. Just look at that head of Davis. Look where it's centered all the time. See if he gets that head off the line.
He did there.
Just pay
Albright
attention.
just missed. Moments ago, you saw the entire Davis family. Mom,
That's a good
Wanda,
little bit.
their manager, Keyshawn, Keon, Grandma in the house. And there was concern
If you're
for how
Davis,
effective Nahir Albright has been in the
can't
first
stand in
three
front of
rounds
him.
against
you
Kelvin
can't
Davis.
try to play his
Again,
game.
by the
You
right.
got to win a 12-round match.
See, the taller
break
opposition,
him
what they
down
do is they
slow.
pull straight back out of range.
Let
They're
him-
used to being
every
the
time he
taller
comes in,
fighter.
if you make
so
a
they
miss,
pull themselves
you're gonna
back
wear him
out of
down.
range. They don't
And then when you
necessarily
jab him and
drop
counter
and
him,
bend their
you're going to
knees
wear
and
him
get
down.
out of
You're going to
shots.
beat him up. You got to beat him up slow.
So that overhand right is going to be there
You gotta
all night
respect
long.
that.
Let's see
He's
if Davis
bulldogging
can
you.
make the
Don't try to
adjustment.
play his game.
Well, he throws to the
Play your
body
game.
finally, and that changes the rhythm of the fight momentarily for
But if
Davis.
Davis wants to sit there and
And let's also remember that Davis got firepower of his own. That uppercut
Then if you're Albright, you just
he
keep
can catch
bringing it to
Albright
him.
lunging forward with that right hand with the
Because he's too
uppercut.
lanky. Davis
Eight
is too
knockouts
lanky
in
and too
15
slow.
fights for
If he's going to
Kelvin
stand there in
Davis,
front of
seven
you and
knockouts.
not get out the way,
It's 16
keep bringing it to him.
victories for
Keep bringing it to him.
Trying to make this rough here as we close out round 3. Norfolk, Virginia came out in force to
I
see
gave the first one to
Davis
Albright,
brothers fight
second
tonight.
one.
It's Kelvin Davis's turn right now,
Gave that to,
and he's having some
one?
trouble with
Yeah.
Nahir Albright, Tim, early on.
Again, that level change right there. You see the squat, bend his knees, come up with the overhand right, but look at the thumb going right into the eye of Davis. You got to pay attention to see if that eye's going to swell up.
Yeah, luckily
Davis.
for him, he's got one of the best in the business. Jacob Stitch Duran working, cuts in the corner. Kelvin Davis, good start for Kelvin here in round number 4, letting his hands go as he was admonished by Ryan Bomack McIntyre in the corner.
Boom, he's trying to knock him out.
Man, there's fights where things are not going the way you planned them to go, you know? And sometimes you just have to forget the game plan, throw it out the window, and you just got to go in there and fight and go in there and win and just be instinctual. That's what Davis is going to have to do right now. He's going to have to get instinctual, use his experience.
Albright with the inside work here until referee Malik Wahid breaks him up.
See, that look like Albright.
And that 1-2 from Davis trying to use his range.
But he's going to believe he can. If he keeps coming forward, and your Davis, you're giving him something to hit.
Like you got
to be slippery with Davis.
Allow him to build confidence and keep
give him that slugger.
You got to give him something to worry about. That's what you have to do.
Make him miss.
Oh, nice body shot.
Wear him down.
Davis
As he's wearing down, you got to tag him.
Small adjustment right there from Davis. He's getting out of the way of that right hand. He knows it's coming now, so he's suspecting it. He's a half a step ahead right now.
He came out with the right plan, but once he got mixed
making it miss, he sees it coming.
And you can
he's
see
now trying to keep his ego and pride and go and match the Bulldog. That ain't gonna work. Right now, I tell y'all after 2 rounds, I tell y'all who wins. Albright's going to win this fight.
On the ropes. He stepped in.
He's gonna knock him out of the way.
Albright.
But for me, Davis is trying to be the bigger dog, and he's not the bigger dog. He could be the better boxer, but it doesn't look like he won't.
Then he popped him with a 1-2
staying in front, and he's backing up. That ain't good either.
Oh, he got caught.
He needs to go do some side to side.
Kelvin Davis is on shaky legs, and he's holding on for dear right. He's doing the right thing. He's showing the right signs that he's okay because you have to tie when you get buzzed like that.
That forward and back ain't gonna work right. You got the reach, man.
He looks back, and he's fighting back. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Sideward.
Hey,
from Nahir, Albright.
Albright, keep him tight. Come in. Straight. Keep him tight. Come in. Albright, look. See, just what I said.
Hi, Kelvin Davis, Nahir, Albright, Bernardo Suna.
Just what I said, boy.
Tim, you reach.
That's it.
I teach, baby. That's what Albright did right here in this
Keep doing that.
Beautiful right hand, just being in position to let that right hand go, but it was off a jab because Davis reached with a shot. He reached with that left, that right hook right there. And then what did he do after? Pull straight back because taller opposition. That's what they do. They pull straight back. It's a bad habit that they develop because they're always fighting short.
He's like,
all right, let's
take this home to your mama.
Official scorecard through 4 rounds.
39-37, 3 rounds to 1. Nahir Albright, who came into McFadden and Whitehead Big Philly song, spoke to his cut man Michael Pavani. Says that eye abrasion ain't gonna be a problem to handle.
Mark Kriegel usually really good with the 1960s music references, but my man came up big with 2025.
Oh my goodness!
My goodness!
You can fight a shorter man, that's okay. But you can't do the work.
He's faking. He's doing some pre-slips right now.
You
see him drift and go to his lead foot.
Put
his hand to the left.
Go to the side.
Right now he's cutting off the ring right now, trying to cut off the escape of Davis.
The tall guys who can use their jabs.
He's disguising that right hand with those pre-slips. He's rotating his shoulders like he's going to throw that looping right hand.
He's not going to correct it. He's going to keep punching you and moving in a circle. The minute you correct and straighten them out, they'll put this way.
Decision against
forcing you to chase in angles that you don't want to.
Kelvin Davis, who eventually went on to become the lightweight world champion, lost that belt on the scale. This fight is off the card when his fight against Edward Santos was canceled. But what I'm getting to add
is giving you a tutorial on how to stop.
No, he isn't.
Fighters who don't have no good legs or good feet work.
He picked Albright. He said, I want a challenge. He's testing himself.
They're going to want to back up.
I expected a dang good fight tonight.
Cut the ring off.
I expected this stuff
in the corner, and you got it like right here. Like if he start coming in advance, oh boy's just back. Look, he's backing himself in the corner.
Subtle feints right there from Albright again, changing it up.
I just don't know.
Changing up his rhythm.
Where it shows Albright,
behind those feints, those foot feints.
to continue his domination.
There's that double.
But Davis, he don't look like he's in too much good condition either.
Jab, turn, hook, and then another jab.
Don't get disqualified now,
pressure on Davis.
Come on now.
You know, this is Davis's first 10-rounder. He's putting a lot of pressure on him.
Davis.
A lot of mental pressure. A lot of physical pressure on him. He's making a miss with a lot of his shots as well, but he's staying close enough to try to counter.
Punch. It's like a workout. Keep your hands up so you can just
He's making what he's doing believable.
Real quick, like
we're halfway through this fight.
That's extra work on this fight.
In the first half of this fight against Kelvin Davis to open up our ESPN broadcast. But now, let's see what answers Kelvin Davis can come up with alongside Brian Bomac McIntyre over there in the red corner.
The reason why this fight is heating up is because in the first round, Albright, he said,
Both fighters got a lot of potential.
I'm here to fight you from the first round. Completely out of his element. Because Albright is a counter puncher, man. Sweet boxer. Likes to fight on the outside, can fight off the back foot. He's coming forward tonight. He's taking the fight to Davis. That's the reason why we got to fight people.
The DB3 team.
I don't see Davis being that better boxer. Sometimes you have the dog who is also the better boxer. That's the champion. That's usually the champion.
Because Nahir,
in this scenario, Albright is the dog, and Davis doesn't know how to outbox the dog.
He can handle tonight in their hometown.
Albright's just coming into his kitchen, taking what he wants.
They already had the disappointment of Keyshawn losing his belt and not fighting tonight, missing out on $1 million payday. And now, the unbeaten record of Kelvin Davis is in danger.
Just a little bit off the mark, grazing blow, right hand. Nice little angle right there from Albright. Looking for that looping right hand. You know, southpaws are used to straight right hands coming, but the looping shots, they're in frame and then they're out of frame. They're hard to see. You see that backhand of Davis is blocking his vision as he holds it up above his left eye. That's the reason why the right hand is sneaking over the top.
Davis keeps his hands too low.
Moments ago we saw Jeremiah Nakatina.
He doesn't throw enough jabs.
Tonight's main event, the former world title
champion
will look to break his negative mark against undefeated fighters after losses to Shakur Stevenson in a title fight. Raymond Murataya, the current IBF interim champion.
He just backed himself in the corner.
Now he has
Albright followed him. Oh, you want to go back in that corner? I'm going to follow you right in that corner. Now he's going to back himself in the other corner.
Main event.
Look, he's backing himself in the other corner.
Davis yet to figure out how to stop Nahir Albright's forward progress. You see that body shot,
the body work now. And he's staying tight right now. Davis is standing along those ropes squared up.
I mean, Davis needs to conjure up some magic here to get the crowd into it and get himself going, Tim.
Oh, big left hook right there. I don't know if it landed. Might have been partially blocked or even might even got out of the way of it. There's another. Yeah, grazing blows. Oh, big shot right there. They exchange. Man.
The reason I went to Nahir is that I was so tired of dealing with missing
Davis'
teeth.
only weapon was his jab. He's too lanky and not strong enough.
Those consecutively have come by knockout.
Albright knows that.
His debut in this same building
Albright's
last
like, okay.
November on a DB3 undercard. Nice right hand
I
here.
done jumped over your fence. You got no more jab.
On Kelvin Davis' corner, his brothers Keon and Keyshawn are visibly trying to egg him on to do something different and change the tide of this fight.
To be really honest, this is more of a fight than a boxing match.
Exactly what I see. You know, Albright again is
gaining more of a fight than a boxing match. I don't really see either one of these brothers.
He's changed that right hand from the looping right hand. Now he's going straight down the pipe.
Boxing technique.
Nope, nice right hand again.
Even though he's a dog, he's being aggressive.
But what I like what Albright is doing is he's not stepping straight back anytime.
This is just a good old fight right
here. He's stepping inside.
It's a good old fight.
Explain why that's important, Tim.
Because Davis got the longer arms. So if you step back out of range, you can allow him to extend with those long arms. But if you step in, you shorten those arms. You take them away.
And you know what? the jab is the best punch you can use as a tall fighter. And Kelvin Davis, after doing it in his last fight against Jose Marrufo to get the win, is not able to do it against Nahir Albright. And in the corner, Bomac was telling Kelvin, look, you got to work behind the jab, because if not, you're just going through the motions and you're going to lose this fight.
One of the most interesting things right now that I'm seeing is that Albright, even although he's a 135-pounder, he seems to be stronger than Davis on the inside, more physical. Yes, he got the short arm so he can work them.
He's not even coming with the two.
Of the two.
He's like
on the inside.
Reminds me of what you said in the first round.
1-2. You can't be like
belting himself down to 100.
Punching like a robot.
When you are 6 foot
Davis is punching like a robot.
It catches up to you.
Absolutely.
It caught up to his
And
brother.
he's begging to get hit. He's just going.
It's a cut.
Right in
Cut
front
on
of
the
him.
eye, I believe. I see blood on the right eye of
You
Albright.
gotta look what Albright's coming in.
Not sure if that's from a punch or a butt.
Albright's coming in low.
We got the best in the business in the truck. They gonna
With
find
his
it.
jab, because he's
They
looking
gonna find
low
it.
up with the right, so he's coming in low with the jab wrong.
Need a little. I think we need a little bit more work from Davis.
You good.
A little bit more. That's
That full jab right over the
That's an
top.
uppercut.
If you
And
blue,
sometimes seeing that blood trip, Tim,
you blue.
wake you up.
absolutely.
And that's what it's done for Kelvin
If
Davis.
you're blue,
That's what I'm talking about.
Finally letting his hands go.
Your right
here in the
hand.
7th round.
And what
Jab
he's
is
doing
a
is
perfect
he's getting
hit
down to his
over.
level. I love it. He's getting down.
Albright's
See,
left
bending his knees
jab,
now.
that was not
He's eye
used.
level. He has an advantage. Now he can see if the
keeps it
deeper
on.
shot is going to come, and he can
He's showing some boxing
also, he
skills.
can use those
Albright's showing some
arms
boxing
and they're
skills.
the
He's
same
keeping
height.
his jab up just
They don't
enough to
know
get him
nothing about
close.
that.
That's all he's doing.
7 rounds.
They don't know
figure it
nothing
out.
about that.
The fight
It's
may
working,
change
too.
down the stretch here on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN. Round 8 of a scheduled 10-round fight, and referee Malik Walid didn't make a signal in terms of the cut on the right eyelid of Nahir.
Davis finally throwing that left.
A headbutt or a head flash. Crucial moments
Pretty decent.
and crucial determinations to be made, because
I don't know if he's figuring it
something
out,
happened with Navarrete.
but he's just
And
not throwing that left
Albright
with some
on the offense
authority.
once
'Cause he
again.
wasn't throwing that
Davis
left
trying to
with no
counter.
authority
I
before.
understand that Davis is trying to get
Albright might be getting tired out.
trying to change his pace up, but he got to
Davis
be
standing in
careful.
front of him. I
Albright
don't
is staying
think it's a
close
good-
enough to be able to counter. He's going to catch him while he's bouncing
I
up
don't
and
think it's
down
a good
with his feet
idea.
off
You don't
the
need to be
ground.
standing in front of
Perfect
him.
time to rush in
Use
there
your legs, man.
and take chances. If you Albright. See,
You don't
there
like
it is
to
again,
move
catch him on the
around,
way
use
out.
his legs.
And those punches are small shots, but they look like they're doing some damage because of the way that Davis is reacting to him, being off balance because his feet are in the air.
Albright said, you're going to keep moving. I'm going to hit you with the stab jab and set up the overhand right.
Watch your hands.
A short left hook there from Albright on the inside.
Yeah, and that pressure is starting to add up for Albright. Walking in behind that high guard. Again, all that wrestling and
Albright
tussling in the
should
inside,
win.
that takes a lot out of you. It does. Albright understands that. It
However,
knows that.
boxing is based on points, and Albright has
reaching
thrown a
here
whole lot of
in round
punches,
8.
and not all of them have
He's
landed.
not getting disciplined.
And Davis,
by
he's
Davis.
been getting
No,
hit by a
Albright just
lot,
staying real low.
but he's landing a lot more of the few
sea
punches
level.
he
There
goes
it is.
for.
Left
So,
uppercut from Davis.
Catching them as he
Keep
was
that in
moving
mind.
out.
Boxing
You see
is-
the combinations
is
to
a
follow.
point
And there
sport.
wasn't a whole. I mean, look, there wasn't a whole lot of shots that were big. However, the volume is what I'm looking at.
now,
We're clean. We're clean. Your hands are free.
Both fighters right now just resting right now. They're resting.
Inside work from Albright.
The fighter that's more consistent right now is Albright. He's consistent. Again, another right hand, snuck it in again.
No punch. Let him go.
Lead right hand there. Albright leaned down like he was going to go downstairs, and he popped the right
Being
hand.
deceptive. That's how you do it. It's like almost like a no-look pass, right? Basketball, no-look pass. They're sneaking that right hand, getting outside that vision, the lead vision of Davis.
What do they say? An image says more than 1,000 words. Round 9 of a scheduled 10 round
Davis might go back
Kelvin
to what he
Davis, Nahir,
found in the last round, but
Mark Kriegel. What does your
it's like he got no intention on finding anything. He's going back to his old shit.
74, 6 rounds to 2. You know,
Albright, he just keeps coming forward.
2+ years. Never fought at this weight before. He's not 140 pounder. Philly's in the house.
He was active though in those short fights, the TCL, I think, with 14 fights. But it doesn't matter, Tim. What matters is what we're seeing right now. And Bomac telling Kelvin Davis, you have to stay off the ropes. That looks terrible.
It does look terrible. But what would help Davis is if he can establish a solid jab outside. Establish his distance outside. He's having a hard time doing that. He's slipping past that jab and he's coming with that right hand. He's doing it off a head movement.
He's doing the right hand jab.
Davis has a 5-inch height advantage, a 3.5-inch reach advantage, and yet he's being beat to the punch by Nahir Albright, who's moving up in weight on top of all the physical disadvantage.
See, get on that jab. Get on that jab. Nice little change.
He should be coming over the top on you. You got to
getting a little bit more busy.
He's throwing southpaw right hand jab. He should be keeping on right here.
He has to respect that power coming from Davis.
Unless you're just straight in front and he's just pumping you.
Let him go. Let's stay on his head.
He don't want to establish distance. He want to let Albright into his kitchen. He want to let him into his refrigerator and let him get everything he wants to get.
Fight's starting to get real ugly. Real sloppy fight right now by both fighters.
And that favors Albright completely because he's put in the work in the middle rounds.
And he's making him use his legs as well. Albright is.
Man, if both of these fighters work on more leg technique, they both make really dangerous.
Use his legs. Like, you got to learn how to lean on the shorter men.
All of that lunging is because they're not.
You get yourself compromised.
They're not grounded in their legs.
You know, force them to use his
legs. They're not using their legs. If they use their legs, they will have more power in their punches.
Those punches, you know, in close.
So they're lunging to get leverage and get the most snap and pop in their punches.
82 punches landed.
They use legs more.
9 rounds for
they would be a move. They would have more stamina. They would be more upright.
That tells the story.
They're just lunging forward. They're all upper body, lunging forward.
Straight left hand.
He's even hopping around like a frog.
Kelvin Davis, 15-0 with 8 knockouts. He may need to make it 9 knockouts.
Man catches you on your chin while you hopping and leaping at him.
Who lost the majority decision against Keyshawn Davis, Kelvin's middle brother, who then had it overturned when he tested positive for marijuana because that fight took place in Texas. Tonight, though, Nahir Albright came to fight Tim. Oh, and he lands a nice left hook there early on in round 10.
Albright, he's still looking for that knockout. Still energetic, high energy. Been the same all night for most of the night. Besides that last round when both men seem to be gasping for air, getting a little sloppy. See, that's exactly what I was talking about right there. That's the position that you want to get Albright in. Where you compromise him, you force him to use his legs. He still didn't push down with his head, though. He should have.
Nice short left uppercut by Davis after a good lead left. He just needs to let his hands go at this point. Go for broke. Catch Albright reaching. But you got to give Albright a lot of credit for his game plan tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look,
I've been talking.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight different game plans. You gotta have a lot in your bag.
Albright, take him with he gonna let you get all them shots.
Even if you counter punch, you like to fight off
you
your back
off
foot. You gotta
moving,
go forward. Albright has all the skills needed to do whatever's needed to get the job done tonight.
See right there. Davis moving a little bit, but that ain't enough.
Yeah, I respect Kelvin Davis.
That, man.
You know, because he's willing to take a fight like this. This was a risky fight for him. Whether he win or lose tonight, I don't know. I'm not a judge. You know, I respect the fact that he was willing to take this challenge tonight against a tough, grimy fighter like Albright.
And you know what? He didn't fold, Tim. He got hurt early on in this fight.
Yes.
And he just
what a big shot.
But then stuff like that happens.
But Albright just walked through it and just kept coming
Oh, there's
forward.
another left uppercut.
It's a good round for Davis. Picking his spots wisely. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh, nice right hand from Albright. They didn't have the same zip as it did earlier on.
No, and then you see the legs also of Davis as well. A little rubbery.
20 seconds left here in the 10th and final round. Who will win? Who wants it more? Who's willing to put their stamp on this 10th and final round? And for now, it's Albright, shoe shining, but letting his hands go. Oh, spin
Damn, I ain't never seen that one. That was different,
baby.
All right. Albright did get the unanimous decision in this fight. He won the fight. Hey, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is UFR Ultimate Fight Reaction with me, your host, Johnny Caruso. Until next time, bada bing, bada bang. Let's get these numbers up. Let's keep it going, baby.